Good morning, everybody. Mark Finan here in the home weather office on this Tuesday morning. It's the 5th day of September, 2023, and this is the morning briefing coming to you from my home weather office. And as I look out the window, it's a beautiful morning. We've had nice cool temperatures again this morning, down in the mid to upper 50s in the Sierra, upper 30s and low 40s. Just a beautiful morning. It's going to be a great day. Sunshine, great air quality, and mild temperatures. Average high is 92 for this time of year. We won't quite make that. And it was a year ago today that Sacramento hit 113, second hottest day on record, only to be followed up by tomorrow when the temperature hit 116, the hottest temperature ever recorded in Sacramento. None of that this year, at least not so far. We're going to see how things go for the rest of the month. I'll show you a bit more on that here in just a second. Let's see how things are going this morning. What a great satellite photo we have this morning. We have clear skies up and down the valley. Nice little patch of fog here up. Truckee is reporting fog, and that's what you see right there. That's a little patch of fog. Up here, the Black Rock Desert clearing out after Burning Man. Nice clear skies. But the other thing I wanted to look at is we've been talking about last week. We were paying attention to the complexes of fires that have been burning up here in Siskiyou County and Del Norte County, especially the Smith River complex, but there have been other fires farther to the south. But as you can see this morning, all of this that you see here is fog. This is not smoke. This is fog. Smoke looks a little bit grayer. It doesn't quite have the same sort of albedo that the fog does. This high reflectivity just looks a little bit whiter, the fog does, and just kind of lays down in the valleys, so does smoke for that matter. But the thing is, we're not seeing a lot of smoke. Now, it doesn't mean these fires are out. I've been reading some of the updates, and they're still planning on doing firing operations here, meaning that there are areas that they would still like to burn out that are in the interior of some areas. So let's say they build a fire line somewhere, and they like to burn something below that fire line and just kind of get it all cleared out. And so there's still going to be some active fire going on up here. But as you can see, there isn't a lot of smoke. So they can do those firing operations and the smoke stays relatively local. But what that means is that without any sources of smoke, our air quality is going to stay great. So we had 2 days last week of marginal air quality, and now statewide we are just looking good. Has some fog down into Napa and Sonoma counties, as well as San Francisco, of course, and into Santa Cruz down toward Carmel and Monterey and Salinas Valley, and we'll see most of that burn off later on today. So like I said, just a beautiful morning. It's going to be a terrific looking day. So let's take a look at the big picture, these 500 millibar charts. By the way, the site that I use for these is called Golden Gate Weather, run by a guy named Jim Null. Just really good site for 500 millibar charts. So yeah, you can just Google Golden Gate Weather. He's got all sorts of great information on there as well as models. So here we are, little wave going through last night and this morning, and we just have this general troughiness here. Keeps the big high at bay, and that keeps our temperatures in a really good range. And this is getting into the day on Thursday, into the day on Friday. And then as this little wave passes by to the north, that's going to kind of allow the ridge to kind of nudge back our way. And this is getting into Saturday night, Sunday. And by Sunday, Monday, we might see temperatures in the upper 90s. Wouldn't be surprised if there's some valley spots that get up to around 100. But it's going to be that kind of what I would call baby 100, if you will. Where you just get up to 100 degrees. You have a morning temperature of 60 and a daytime high of 100 if you get there, but maybe it tops out at 98, something like that, a baby 100. So no real excessive heat. There is one other feature I want to point out here that shows up on this chart, and that's this. GFS picking up on a hurricane, so let's take a look and see what that is. This is from the National Hurricane Center. This is Tropical Depression number 13. As it forms into a storm, this will become Lee, and we'll be hearing about that shortly, maybe even later on today. So this is from the National Hurricane Center. This is their latest advisory, and this is their forecast track. And so depression right now becomes a tropical storm indicated by the S, probably later on today. And again, it will take on the name of Lee. stays a tropical storm through the day on Wednesday, becomes a hurricane Thursday, and then on Friday, Saturday actually becomes a major hurricane, and the path only goes out through the day on Sunday as a major hurricane. Their discussion right now put this up to a Category 4. We'll see about that. Hurricane Center is really good at track. Intensity is a little bit tougher to tell. All right, so that's where it is by the time we get to the day on Sunday. So let's go back out to the GFS and see where the GFS takes Lee. And I'm going to have to move this around a little bit, unfortunately. Let's see if I can do it this way. Yeah, I'm going to have to do it that way. All right, so I'm going to scoot out here a couple of frames. And by the time we get to the day on Thursday the 12th, so this is 10 days out, then Lee, whatever form it's in, may be coming close to New England. So this is basically a 10-day forecast, 9-day forecast. So Lee, we're going to have to pay attention to that. But the farther north it comes, the more a storm like this becomes impacted by the jet stream, especially once it gets north of, let's say, 30 degrees north and climbing higher. Then it starts being impacted by the general jet stream here. So we'll see what happens with Lee on the East Coast, but most of that will be happening next week. As I said, by Sunday, it's down in here as a major hurricane. It'll start making headlines, no doubt, and we'll see what sort of impact it may or may not have on the East Coast, but that wouldn't be until the middle part of next week. In the meantime, in Northern California, hey, living's easy. We got sunshine. We have temperatures that are warm but not hot. We have nice, mild mornings, cool mornings, if you will. Great air quality. Really no threat of any high fire danger because of the recent rains we've had and mild temperatures. So yeah, we're looking good for early September. That's everything I've got for you on this Tuesday. I almost said Monday. I know it's back to work for a lot of folks. It's Tuesday, and that means I will be on Facebook tonight at 8 o'clock for a live chat. And of course, I'll be in my suit and tie and on TV at 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, and 11. Make it a great day. I'll talk to you later.